Hello guys, welcome to SteveKnows. I'm going to go over a ton of Oculus Quest accessories that may pique your interest for you to improve your gaming experience or just make your life a little bit easier. We have things such as how to clean your lenses, how to make the gameplay even safer, because I've been smashing my TV, this computer, my desk so many times because I get lost in the headset. How can we make the headset more comfortable? All of these questions are going to be answered here, and there is a giveaway on some of these little accessories as well. So simply stick around for next time by subscribing and comment that you want anything. So without further ado, I think let's just get started and check these accessories out. So I think first, let's just get this out of the way because it doesn't apply so much to the Oculus Quest, but as virtual reality as a whole, which is this little thing here. With this, simply you can attach any device that has this sort of screw at the end, such as a camera, which I've done in the background, or you can put on a DSLR somewhere, perhaps you wanted it. Or the purpose of it is to actually use it for a base station. So if you're someone who's getting the Valve Index, or you're supporting an old Vive or an old Rift, this could be specifically handy for you, especially since there were a ton of Black Friday deals over the Black Friday holidays. So if you've got these base stations and you've got awkward places to put it where you just can't quite get the right angle, this you can attach to a wall without nails. On the back here, there is a sticky strip. You can pull the sticky strip off, and it's a really strong adhesive that you can stick to any wall. So if you're renting a place, you can put these on the wall and be able to take them off without leaving big gaping holes when it's time for you to leave, so you don't lose out on your deposit. On the base, there is a screw which you can loosen, and when you loosen it, it enables you to move to get different angles. And then you simply just tighten it again, and it stays solid in place. You can see I've got mine up here. So it has the angle coming down here when I'm at my desk, or if I'm streaming, I can have a camera there, and also the side profile, because this is normally where I stand when I do it. So not a bad little item. All of the links for these items are going to be in the description if you want to check them out yourself. So, next, let's tackle the Oculus Quest comfort with one of these face cushions. This is a retrofitted face cushion as well, so you don't have to change anything on your Oculus Quest. You simply get it and add it onto the headset. It comes as this extremely soft, velvety fabric that if you put on your face is actually really soft. It's quite nice, especially because I've been using my Quest a lot now, so the foam on it has become quite hard, so my face takes a beating anytime I play for an extended period of time. What you do is you simply take the faceplate out of your Oculus Quest and you put this over like a glove. You want it facing in a way where the two hooks at the top link onto the two pokey out bits on the faceplate, and at the bottom where the nose is, you can click the button and secure it in place, and then you just simply put it back onto the headset. What I like about this is when I put it on, it is incredibly comfortable in comparison to the standard Quest foam plate. And something else I like is that it also gets rid of light bleed. Because of the extra cushion, it blocks out some of the extra room that you have around the nose. I know some people might find that inconvenient because it's kind of handy for us to do this when we're trying to find out what's going on around us. But for me, I love it. I think it's super comfortable. It's retrofitted. I didn't have to do any crazy work to get it onto my headset. Just put it on like a glove, onto the face. Super comfortable. I am a great fan. So then actually playing with this for a few hours with the Quest, I didn't actually take off my headset and have huge red marks on my face. I still had the ache at the back of my head from where the Quest kind of pulls on it with the weight, but the front of my face was actually comfortable. I'm really impressed by this suck glove-like piece of fabric making all the difference. I'm sure after wear and tear after a while you may have to replace these because everything it's not as soft or the foam isn't as bouncy when you start using stuff for a long time. But what's also great about this is if you're a germaphobe, this is something you can put onto the headset. If someone's been really sweaty or you've been really sweaty for a while, you can take it off and just throw it into the washing machine. With the original foam on the Quest, I was sweating in that for a while, and now it just feels like it's permanently in there, and it actually makes me feel quite uncomfortable. So over the moon about this product. Next, let's talk about the hook, so you can put your Quest down in a nice, comfortable place where you can show it off in front of all of your friends. As you can see up here, I've got 3 clips, 1 to hold the headset and 2 to hold the remote controls. So if you want to kind of keep your setup neat, as I just kept putting it up on top of this, started getting in the way sometimes of certain things. So now I can take up some wall space. It's there on scene for everyone to see, and I think it actually looks quite nice there. It looks like it has its home. I think it looks great. What I love about this, again, is that if you're renting a place, you don't have to drill holes in the wall. It does come with sticky backs that you can put onto the wall. And as you can see, it's holding the weight pretty well. This is against wallpaper, so it's wallpaper and then the sticky, and it's still holding the weight absolutely fantastically, no issues whatsoever. So the two clips that hold the remote control are a plastic material, and the big one that holds the headset is made out of a metal, and it has a foam on the inside to make sure that it's not rubbing against the headset, that it's comfortable. And I really like it. I like the Quest seems to have its kind of home now. Instead of just being plopped on something, it's now a lot more protected and out of the way. Next, let's talk about the lens pen. This one I feel is quite important because with the Oculus Quest, you're not actually supposed to be using liquids or liquid lens cleaners to clean those lenses because they're incredibly sensitive, and some people have been left with permanent smudges and they've damaged them, and it's now affecting their immersion and their game. So a dry option is a lens pen. People are using this, such as photographers or filmographers. So when they're filming, they don't actually use wipes, they will use a dry pen. This removes all sorts of grease and dust as well, because on one side you have a duster. So this would be getting rid of tiny bits of dirt and dust that you don't want on the screen. But if you've got some sort of smudge and grease on there, you're going to need the other side, which you unscrew. This is made out of some sort of microfiber material, but you can rub it on the lenses and it's non-damaging at all, and it will take off any tough stains that you have that come on from when you're putting it over your head, your greasy hair, or your forehead may touch the lenses, or your eyelashes when you blink actually flicker on them, which have oil on them. I know, crazy. So doing this is going to be non-damaging to your headset, so if you want to look after it and have it for a while and protect those lenses, because they're pretty important in terms of VR, then this is a great one to have. It's tiny, you can take it anywhere on the go as well, it's a portable accessory. Okay, then since we're on the topic of lenses and portability, this is a lens cover. So when you've got the Oculus Quest and you're taking it on the go and sticking it in your bag, you tend to put other things in the bag as well, and you don't want to be scratching or damaging those lenses. So that was about cleaning. This is about protection. It's simply a foam cover that you slot inside the faceplate, and it will cover the lenses and protect them from any sort of damage. There's extra padding around the section where the lenses sit as well, just to make sure that if you do whack it or nudge it, there is extra protection there. The last thing you want is to like drop your bag or fall over and something like your packed lunch goes into your lens and breaks your headset. There's a myriad of possibilities that could happen, so it's best to be safe, especially if you've got kids around. Again, this is a product I really like, so I do take my Quest on the go all the time, and even when you're inside a hard case, if you don't have the official where it's all tightly packed, things can move around and still affect the lenses. So it's best to be safe, pop this in it, and then you don't have to worry wherever you go. Alright, so next let's talk about these one-piece earbuds. You get two in a set, so you have one for either ear that plugs in either side of the Quest headset. I'm used to using these big headphones, which obviously the sound quality on these is fantastic, but I have this excess wire that I have to stick down my t-shirt so it doesn't get in the way when I'm streaming, or if I'm just playing with headphones in general on a wireless system, and I then have this just flicking around, sometimes getting wrapped around my hand, it does get frustrating. So when I got these lightweight options, it actually made all the difference. The fact you don't even notice they're there, they're so light, it doesn't add any extra pressure on your head, and I think that's absolutely fantastic. You have the option of only sticking one in if you want, allowing the other audio slot to be used for something else. So if you're using Scrippy to stream, you can then put the audio from the Quest headset into the computer and still have a headset on that doesn't get in the way, and it's nice and convenient. But one thing I do have a gripe about this is that I played a couple of games, and some I tried that were bass intensive and some that I tried that were just normal standard kind of game audio, like environmental sounds. So this one on Beat Saber, the bass isn't great. The headphones are only around I think $15, so they're not incredible. The low frequencies on this headset seem to be lacking, so if you're using them to play things such as Beat Saber or Synth Riders, you're not going to get that same bassy effect as if you were using the over-ear headphones such as the ones I just showed you. But playing different games where the music isn't all bass heavy, such as Path of the Warrior where it's more environmental sounds and punching, they worked great. They're incredibly lightweight, they didn't get in the way, the sound was perfectly fine, nothing to boast about, but they were perfectly fine. Also, if you're someone who's using the Quest because you're about portability, this is so much easier than carrying around those over-ear headphones. They simply roll up to the size of a coin and you can pop them anywhere. So especially if you've got that tight cramped case, the Oculus official case, it's going to fit them in there perfectly as well. I just love the convenience of them, the fact that they're lightweight. The sound quality is not that great, but it's then weighing up convenience against quality. What I do know is if I'm out on the go or if I'm traveling somewhere, these are the ones I'm going to take. I'm not going to take my full-on over-ear headphones. I'm actually quite happy with this product. So one that's a little fun and simple is the vinyl covers for the headset. On the set, you do get vinyl covers for the remote control and for the actual headset itself. The link in the description takes you to a Star Wars one because Star Wars just come out, so why not? But there's a ton there for you to choose from. This isn't anything crazy, it doesn't add any value, it's just a bit of fun. So now when I'm wearing the headset, I can feel like I'm Master Chief, or you can be R2-D2, Kylo Ren, Borderlands, whatever you choose, there is a ton of options. So this one's just a bit of fun, so you can customize the headset for yourself to make it a bit of you. To put this on the headset was super easy. You simply peeled off the sticky end, and it's got little indents of where things are supposed to be. To line it up, the light on the top of the headset, there is a gap on the sticker there, so you can line it up really, really easily. If you were trying to get rid of the creases, they suggest using a hairdryer. I was putting it over a heater, and you just iron them out with your fingers, basically. Just push out the air bubbles to the side to get the nice, smooth finish. Okay, this is one if you've been to my channel before. I did a whole dedicated video on it because I love it so much. I think it's a great accessory, and that is the Kiwi straps. I know people have spoke about the Mammoth versions, the Mammoth grips, but they are more expensive, and these are relatively cheap, and they're a great quality, and they work fantastically. If you've been following the channel, you'd know that I've been wearing them constantly, every video I do, every stream I do. I think they're amazing. So what they do is they allow you to let go of the controller, throw things without worry of actually launching the remote at anything. And especially with the old strap where it was just around your wrist, if you actually threw the controller, it would still fling off and swing around, and you could potentially whack something. So this is a very simple solution. All you have to do is take out the original strap by taking off the battery cover, insert the fabric option at the bottom, making sure that the fabric side is facing the grip button, and then you put the ring over the remote up to the top, and then you simply link the two pieces of Velcro. Some people are worried that the elastic part gets in the way of you hitting the home buttons. I've had no issues whatsoever with that at all. It's probably just a random concern people are throwing shade at, but personally I've had no issues, and I've been using this for a while now. So if you're someone that's constantly throwing your controllers, you like to be deeply immersed and not having to worry about throwing things, because I know when I was playing games like Boggo, when I first got the headset and I was throwing that stick, I was always panicking. Or Super Hot, when I was throwing a bottle or a Ninja Star, I was always worrying. And now that's no longer the case. These are probably one of my favourite accessories. Okay, the next one that's probably glaringly obvious that you all are probably aware of already, and that is the Oculus Link cable. And I know the official Oculus Link cable is available right now, but it's not available across the entire world. I know here in the UK, I visited the website and it still says coming soon and for me to be notified. So if you're in my position or you just cannot afford the expensive price of that cable, this one from Party Link is probably one of the best options you can get. Because not only do you have a USB-C to USB-C end, you have 10 feet to play with, so a 3-meter cable, and it comes with a converter. So if you don't have a USB-C to USB-C, you can still maintain the speeds that are required to use the Link via this converter into a port on your computer, allowing people such as myself who don't have a USB-C point to use the converter and still be able to use the Oculus Link. I've had this for a while now. I've had no issues whatsoever that were related to this cable. I know Upload VR did an article on it as well recommending it because it is a really good cable. It also comes with a Velcro piece, so if you want to wrap it up and put it away, you can put it away neatly and it's not in the way. It also, because of the converter, if you've got a USB-C mobile phone, you can use it as a charger as well. So it's a multi-purpose cable that just somehow also is available for the Link. I think it's a great one. So if you've got a gaming PC that can handle Stormlands, Asgard's Wrath, Boneworks, even Half-Life Alyx next year, you're going to want one of these cables. And my next accessory is probably one of my favourite. It's out of the box, probably unexpected, and incredibly cheap. What I've done is I've bought a rug from Ikea for £6. This is a 2-foot diameter rug, and what this does is allows me to play within my play space so I don't hit my TV, my computer, my desk, which I did all the time. I simply lay this down on the floor, stand in the middle of it, and it allows me to step forward, and if I step out beyond the rug, I can feel it. So I don't break my immersion worrying that I'm going to hit anything. I know that I'm going to stay within my limits and play safely, maintaining the immersion. Because if you're like me and you don't actually have the play space available, because as you can see, this is the corner that I play in, this is something you may want to have, because you don't want to be punching your wall with your controllers or hitting your TV. You don't want to break anything because it's not worth it. For the sake of only spending £6 on such a rug, and you can fold it away because it's super thin and just put it away somewhere if you're no longer using it. Well, that's it from me today, guys. There's a ton of accessories there. I hope something piqued your interest. If you are interested in something, all the links are down in the description below. And if you're getting a Quest for Christmas, I wish you good well, and I hope you have a blast on the system because it is amazing. And I apologize to any of you that are still trying to get one, as they're sold out in so many areas. I wish you luck. I hope you get one. So, Questers, happy gaming, guys. Good day. So if any of you are interested, I'm giving away the foam insert for the headset, the spandex cover for the headset, and I'll give away one of the BaseStation camera holders if you're interested in that as well. Just comment down below that you want it.